Good morning, AIC. Well, here we are. We made it to the end of another year. And for some of us, we are so overjoyed. We are celebrating. It is the end of a marathon, and we have made it, arms fist pumping up in the air. For others of us, it has been a tough slog, and we are already crawling and inching our way bit by bit to that finish line. It's been tough, but you're hanging in there. So kudos to you if you are the crawling, or kudos to you as well if you are celebrating. We're with you for that. Now, 2024, it was quite a year. And we want to take time on this last Sunday of the year to reflect back and to give thanks for God's goodness and His grace. And now this is a practice that modern science is only just starting to get behind. You know, just Google it, the science of gratitude. And you can go down plenty of rabbit trails of studies being done to try to understand the link between gratitude and your mental well-being, as well as your physical health. Now, there's probably even more to connect gratitude with your spiritual well-being. And all of that just goes to show us that so often science and the world is only just catching up with God's truth. So how reassuring is it to know that all truth is God's truth? All right, so I'm going to make my message short today because I want to leave plenty of time for you to hear from one another. As you might have guessed, there's no shortage of Bible verses to choose from when it comes to giving thanks or being thankful or thanksgiving. You know, it's all over the scriptures, and that is with good reason. For today, I'd like to read from Psalm 95. This particular psalm just resonated with me as I was sitting down to prepare this message for you. Psalm 95. Come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before Him with thanksgiving and exalt Him with music and song. For the Lord is the great God, the great King above all gods. In His hands are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to Him. The sea are His, for He made it, and His hands formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down and worship. Let us kneel before the God, our Maker. For He is our God, and we are the people of His pasture, the flock under His care. Today, if only you would hear His voice, do not harden your hearts as you did at Meribah, and as you did on that day at Massa in the wilderness, where your ancestors tested me. They tried me, and though they had seen what I did, for 40 years I was angry with that generation. I said, they are a people whose hearts go astray. They have not known my ways. So I declared on oath in my anger, they shall never enter my rest. You know, I learned this psalm as a worship song when I was a kid. It always held a special place in my heart. The melody was so sweet and innocent, but really it was the words that held such power. What a wonderful invitation to come and to give praise and worship to our God, the rock of our salvation. Come and worship with thanksgiving, with music, and with song. This is so powerful because it so keys into our human nature. When we are in thanksgiving mode, when our hearts are just filled with gratitude, and especially when we realize that everything that we have to be thankful for comes from God. And so when that happens, when we realize that, worship is the best, the most natural response. Worship is the response to God's love. The blessings that we experience, the grace and the mercies that we encounter in life's challenges, these are the building blocks upon which our faith is strengthened and matured. And so, do not let your hearts be hardened when you encounter difficulties. They will be, and they can be terrible. There's no getting around that reality. But when you face troubles, you are in the prime position to experience God's grace. You're in that position because you have no other choice, no other alternative than to surrender and to trust God. Maybe some of you have been struggling with health issues. I've been wrestling with some myself. To me, it seems all too coincidental that they start to surface shortly after I turned 50. But I'm learning to trust and to surrender to God. There's much to be thankful for, but I can so easily fall into obsessing over a few certain numbers and their acceptable range. And so it's a reminder to myself to be thankful. Now, perhaps you're already feeling thankful. Perhaps you're feeling thankful for relationships, for your family, or for your friends or your colleagues who surprise you with their friendship and their faithfulness. Those are worthy things to praise God for. You know, I'm grateful to be able to go and to spend time with my brother's family this week. That's where we are. It's been many years since our families have been together for our kids to be able to spend some time together. And so this will be a special treat for us. I'm thankful for my wonderful wife. You have no idea how much she does to make sure that I can do what I do to serve as your pastor. She is such a blessing and a gift to me. And I'm thankful for my boys. They are growing so fast. Each day, each week is just so different. And I'm just trying to savor every moment. And then finally, I can't end this without saying that I'm thankful for all of you, for the AIC family. Through each of you, I get to see a glimpse of God's goodness, of God's joy in creating each of you in such unique ways. Now, sometimes I may not understand fully the hows and the whys, but I'm glad that God knows the whys and that He is active in bringing into completion that good work that He has started in each and every one of you. So, thank you for being a part of this AIC church family. May this coming year be one that sees each of us step up to serve and to love one another in new ways to give God glory by being the beautiful canvas that is His handiwork that He's crafting. Indeed, you are His masterpiece. You are His treasure, His beloved. So God bless you. Let's go into 2025 ready to seek God with all of our hearts, with all of our soul, with all of our minds, with all of our strength. God bless.